So, what do you think about the local radio scene? Like, what do you think about the local radio stations here in San Antonio?
Man, it's bad. It's bad, and it's people in all over the country probably saying the same thing. I can't, there might be a couple stations that keep it true, keep it real, but. I mean, can we say their names? Do we want to say their names?
Yeah, you can.
At 8.5 the beat, they don't play shit. They don't play. Back in the day, maybe 10 years ago, they'll play some R&B, you know what I mean? Then once in a while, they'll play some Big Pun or they'll play some J. But that's all I hear rotation nowadays is that mumble, audio tune. And it's just disrespectful, man, to every artist in the city that is putting on, And there's a lot, man. And whether they work with me or not, I feel their pain, you know what I'm saying? It's like, that's part of what we're trying to do. Like, you go to the club, you hear the radio, nobody's getting any spins. And I know artists personally that have radio-worthy stuff, but it's just that, people are so scared to play something locally because of the backlash, and also besides the fact that, it's like, maybe these cats on the radio have the same mentality as a lot of the other local artists. Like, why are we going to put on someone locally to outshine us as a DJ? You know what I mean? Like, you never know. It's different mentalities, man. But for the most part, I think it's just the fear. And it's like high school shit. It's like, what's popular? It's like, what's the big circle? What's going on now, instead of more, hey, let's get our local scene going. And that's just the thing. That's the same thing as these shows, It's the same thing. Nobody's gonna play you on the radio if your own people don't support you. No one's gonna go to your shows if your own people don't support you. So if you can't, and these local DJs don't act like they're not at the clubs when people are performing. These local DJs do shows and they host shows at these clubs while people are performing. So you're telling me out of a city of 10,000 to 20,000 cats that want to be artists, that you don't have one track that you can't play when you're hosting a radio show at the club that night? Don't even air it on the radio. Play it on commercial break at the club. You don't see it, man. You don't see it. The only ones that get it is if you have a personal relationship with the DJ, and it's a start. Like I said, it's a start. But at the same time, it's kind of throwing shade. If you got your best friend and he's working at this hole in the bar club, and there's 5 people there and they're playing your song every night, that's a good start. Then it's your job to get people to come to you to hear that song.
So you think it's favoritism from the radio stations here? Yeah,
man. It's not like it's not only favoritism. It's like I said. It's just like they're zombified. It's just like everyone else in the industry is zombified by what's gaining or whatever is trending. You know what I mean? And I mean, I can't say that they haven't played nobody locally, because they do play they played Khalid before, like, for instance, the newest stuff that they played was the Soulcon Challenge. You know what I mean? And I don't like to name other local artists, but that's just the fact. You know what I mean? That's just the fact. Who else locally do they play on the radio?
I believe C Murph. They play this guy, C Murph, that I know is a pretty good artist.
They played him before?
They've played Ruka.
Recently?
Yeah, recently they play Ruka a lot.
On the beat?
Yeah, on April on the beat.
Well, see, like, you gotta forgive me because I stopped listening to the beat because they don't play nothing on there. You know what I mean? So wow, that's cool that there's at least another artist that they're playing locally. So that is good. But besides that, nobody. Yeah. You go to Houston, different story.
Yes.
You go to Dallas, different story. You go to LA, different story. And we don't even gotta mention the East Coast. Not even the Midwest. Like all these other people, Atlanta, Florida, everybody shows love to their people. So you're telling me out of everybody in the city, C Murph and Kali are the only people that got something that's ready for the radio, that's dope like that? You know what I mean? I don't believe so. There's a lot of talent in the city, but like they said, it's 10% talent and 90% who you know and work ethic. So I guess maybe that's what it is. I can't speak on it. Like big props to them. 210 salute. You know what I'm saying? But to me. That's why I travel out of state. I want to get love from the city, and one day if they start playing on a beat, that's fine. I want to probably never even hear it. But to me, it's like it's bigger than the city. And just like I said before in the last segment, it's like, man, let's go out and eat in different states, and because when it is love, you go out to a different state. I just got back. I was working in Houston. Yeah, I got back from Houston. I'm not even working the music for the most part. I'm working, making money. You know what I mean? And you go out. You still network with a few people, and the few people that I just talked to, it's like the love is big there, man. Especially that they know that you're working with artists that were from Houston and that held it down there for a long time. You know, and you start mentioning names, they start mentioning names that they know, and it's just like, I guess it's just like a admiration by association. You know, like they, you know, you connect names and people automatically get attracted to it. You know, and that's part. It's not a gimmick. It's part of marketing, and it's part of, you know, part of business, and it's part of your career as an artist. Anybody could be an artist and rap for their friends every day in their little closet studio, their little back shed studio, and you know nobody's gonna hear it. And that's what you want to do. That's fine. If that's the mark you want to leave on the industry, that's fine. You know, if you want to be known as a local guy that held it down on the local scene and was known for doing this, or was known for doing this and that on the side, that's fine too. You're gonna leave your mark, and that's all I want to do. That's all I want to do. But I just have a different vision of leaving my mark on the game. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's what I feel about the local radio scene right now, man. You shed some light by letting me know that I met C Murph before. I met C Murph over there at Epic, and he's good people. Me and him actually, I didn't talk about him, but me and him actually chopped it up also. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. We chopped it up also over there at Epic Bar. I remember that now. So that's cool, man. That's cool. And also, I also forgot to mention what's his name? C Stud from Villain Records. Yeah, he also cameoed me in his video. Mexican Trill, Fade Dog, and Mark G, Third Degree. Mm-hmm. Used to work with Kali also. Yeah. They cameoed me on the Body remix video. You know, so yeah, I've been getting some love, even though, like I said, I haven't been doing much recording as far as promoting these sequels and putting them out. I have those videos out, 2 videos that are getting major spins on YouTube, man. Like for local cats. Trill's video, that's already like 2,000 views. You know, it's been on there for not even a month. You know, that's good for local. You know, but that cat, shout out Trill, been getting his hustle on, man. But it's just stuff like that I see as a positive side and has me on an upward trend. You know, and the way I see that strike white iron's hot. And also I forgot to mention I did a video in Santa Fe, New Mexico. Nice. Top Shelf, what up, Top Shelf Entertainment? My boy Noetic. I'm saying they featured me on the track, second verse. I came in on the video, and you know it was cool too. You know, just a little side note. They knew we were from Texas, you know, San Antonio, and he had a couple of whips. He's like, "Hey, we want to do the little swinging," you know what I mean, in the video. Yeah. So you go to YouTube right now and look up Rubber Bands RUBBABANDS Noetic, like poetic, and you know the video will pop up. You know, and it's, you know they're swinging in one part. I'm driving, I'm swinging. You know what I mean? And it's like they put a little Texas vibe in there. So shout out to them, man, for showing love too. You know, so that's what it's all about. You know, and as far as the local, that's as far as the local radio station scene is pretty much non-existent. But you know, I show love to everybody that shows love. So I gotta say, you know, big shout out to the Beat for playing Kali and for playing C Murph. You know what I mean? And hopefully in the future y'all show love to everybody else.
So what are your thoughts on being signed versus being independent? Like, what are your thoughts on that?
All right, well, I guess I'll start with the first one you mentioned, signed. Being signed has its pros, you know, and the only pro I could see from being signed, or maybe a couple, is just the money. You know, you get signed, you're going to get paid. And the only other pro from that is the promotion. And that's the only pros I see from being signed. And the promotion and how far wide your music will spread depending on the extent of the deal. Mm-hmm. But being signed also means that, and it's truth. It's truth from history, from industry, from you see it, you know, and all the history of hip hop or the music industry. Not even hip hop, just music industry. You get signed. A lot of people get signed by these labels. And they want you to be something you're not. You know? Let me write your music. Wear this. Say this. Promote this. You know? And it's like, and when you sign this contract, you got to do it or you're not going to get paid. So that's the biggest con. You get signed, and a lot of times you get signed, even if it's not even that big of a deal. You get signed, and people, you know, they want to mold who you are. They see a certain potential in you, or they see a market and they want to switch you to that, and that's being signed. Like I said, the only and to me, I'm gonna get money regardless. You know what I mean? I'm gonna get money regardless. So if I'm not gonna get signed, that's fine with me. So I'd rather, just go to the second point of that. I'd rather be independent, and that's what I am. And it's just because being an indie artist on an indie label, it gives you freedom. It gives you the power to promote yourself and to invest in yourself and to basically make your own moves. And instead of being binded to a certain contract that says you can't work with this artist, or you can't go do this, or you got to wear this, you got to go wear skinny jeans and a skirt, you know what I'm saying, or whatever it is. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Like, nah, man. Like, I'd like, just like, go back to who I started messing with from the beginning, and artists and this and that. Like, where Rashid first signed me, we didn't sign a contract. The only thing I got a contract is this right here. You know what I'm saying? I just made it official. 21st tattoo. There's no written contract. I didn't sign and get a check. I didn't sign and say, oh, here's a chain. You know what I'm saying? Here's this and that. We'll give you rental vehicles, and you know what I'm saying. This and that will pay for your this and that. Nah. You know what I'm saying? Rashid told me just like that when I got signed. Hey, this is an indie label. You make your own moves. You do your own thing. You know what I'm saying? And you work with the artists. But we ain't signing no $1 million deals. We ain't signing we ain't getting paid here. You know what I mean? This is all hustle. It's all guerrilla hustle. You pop the trunk and you promote your own stuff. And so and for me, it was like dream come true. Like, hey, I'm sitting there chopping it up with Rashid in a West Side San Antonio barbershop. You know what I mean? And just ever since I was a kid, just listening to the music, like wanting to be there. So when he tells me this, I'm like, hey, I tell him, don't worry about it. That's what I'm here for. You know what I mean? I'm here to bring you the light. You know what I'm saying? I'm here to shed light on what you're doing. So and it's vice versa, man. It's like me as an artist, like hell yeah, I want to work with Rashid. That's SPM's right hand man, and SPM is one of my biggest inspirations. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's like, heck yeah, I want to work with him. So it's like that's the way I view it, man. And it's all love, it's all loyalty, it's all respect. And it's less about the money and the fame and the recognition for me, But when you held it down for so long and you stay humble and you stay honest and those other morals, it's just good things are gonna happen, and you just keep pushing, leave it in God's hands, man. And I feel, and like I said, I stay humble and I don't like to toot my own flute, man. But I feel like there's a lot of good progression going on, and I'm not taking credit for anything, you know what I mean? All I'm taking credit for is what I've done. But I like to bring other artists into my circle, and I like to see the other artists in my circle succeed. And these are all cats that I plan to work with, or that I've seen doing their thing, or they reached out to me. And I guess we're the few and the proud, and then almost extinct because nobody wants to see that. Your own brother, your own, you know what I mean? Your own fam don't want to see you succeed, and it's like your own brother can want to see you good, but your own brother don't want to see you do good, or he wants to see you do good, but he don't want to see you do better than him. That's what I'm trying to say, So it's sad but true. It's sad but true. You literally have brothers stabbing each other in the back in this city, literally, not even figuratively speaking. So. I mean, yeah, that's as far as being independent or signed, I'd rather be independent just for those statements and facts alone, because it's a dirty game, man. It's a dirty game, and it's been written in history from Death Row to Murder Inc. Like all kinds, all kinds of stuff went down, man. And still to this day, it happens everywhere, and you got to be careful who you work with and trust. So as an independent artist, I could go free range and work with people that from experience or from firsthand that I know I could trust or I can't trust, that I know I'm going to work with or not. So yeah, I'd rather be independent.
All right, so basically, let us know what's coming out new with you, what we can be looking forward with in the future, where we can find the music and stuff like that.
All right, man. Well, I'm working on my first album. It's my first solo project as an artist. And of course, you know what I mean. Just like any other project I'm gonna drop or anything I do with my life, I'm put my all into it and make sure that it's 100. You know what I mean? It's called Edgar Allan Flow, and it's named, you know, it's kind of named after the poet Edgar Allan Poe, which was one of my biggest inspirations growing up. Not only as an artist, but just as a writer. You know, as a kid, I got really into his poetry, and he helped me really with my creative, and I kind of have, I like to say I kind of have a deep poetic, maybe a little dark side to when I spit, you know. But that's really just the reality of it. But if you wanna get your camera and take a look, that's gonna be the album art right there. That album art was done by an artist, a local artist named Rafael Gutierrez, and this cat does from $500 to $5,000 paintings, you know. So it's not no joke, you know what I mean. It's actual art, you know what I mean. And I doodled it, everything on there I doodled, and I had him put his depiction on it, you know. So hopefully one day we get this album popping, you know what I mean. Me and my boys, me and my family that I'm working with, you know, we get this music popping. We'll get that painting worth something too, but I ain't even gonna sell it, you know what I mean. That's, you know what I mean? We're gonna keep that there. We're gonna let that sit there. We're gonna let that marinate. But yeah, man, it's Edgar Allan Flow, and it's on a serious note. It's really, it's about life. It's about death. It's about light. It's about dark. It's about love. It's about pain. It's about peace. It's about war. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna touch on some poetic stuff, and literally within the album. I don't want to say too much, but literally on the album, there's been a major artist do it. I don't want to say his name, you know, but before that, and this is one of the biggest artists in the world. Before that, I never heard anybody do it. Actually, put poems on their album. You know what I mean, like spoken word poems on top of the beat at that extent. You know what I mean, exactly the way I wanted to do it. But like they say, great mind thinks alike. You know what I mean, great minds think alike. But you know, so that's what I've been wanting to do since I've been planning the album for the last. Before I started planning the album, you know, just I wanted to be poetic and I wanted to be artistic. So what y'all want to look for on the album is not only actual art within the album, the album art booklet, but art and poetry within the album. You know, so y'all look out for that coming late this year or early 2018. But please believe I'm networking from Texas to Cali to Nevada. You know what I mean? And all the way back to NY. We're about to hit up and. Shit, we're about to take this shit to the moon. You know what I mean? We're trying to be intergalactical with this shit, man. But that's what it is. And if right now I don't got a lot of music out, but I got cameos. I got my first single out, and I got a bunch of freestyle ciphers y'all can find on my page. And if y'all look me up under my government name, which is Valdemar Gonzalez, I'll spell it out to y'all because I know a lot of people, you know, they can't pronounce it that much. Let's say it, you know what I mean? Let's find it on the internet. So it's Baldy, like Bald Eagle, BALD. EMAR. I know Home's gonna post it up. He's gonna post it up after we do the interview and everything. But you know, it's a Baltimore Gonzalez. You know, Doe, which is the nickname. You find me on the Facebook. I'm on the Snapchat. I'm on the Instagram. I'm on Reverb Nation. I'm about to get on the iTunes. You know, on Reverb. Y'all holler at me on Reverb Nation right there. If y'all really want to fuck with me, I got my first single out called Nothing to Something featuring Rashid, and I got the album for $2 on Reverb Nation. You know what I mean? I'm under BG3, Roman numeral BG3, the 3 eyes. You know, so y'all find me on Reverb Nation. I'm on the YouTube. I'm on YouTube under BG3 Edgar Allan Flow. Look for the track Nothing to Something BG3. Again, the Roman numeral. Not only that, like I said, man, I've been featured on go look at my boy Mexican Trill. Look at my boy Mexican Trill, man. The body video. They cameoed me in that. Shout out to Mark G and Fade Dog. You know what I'm saying? Big 210 salute to Captain Slapperhole. You know what I'm saying? Been doing it for a long time, man. Yeah, and then C Stud the Villain also cameoed me and my boy Trill. You know what I'm saying? You know, we held it down for that one too. And look me up on there, man. Look me at C Stud the Villain, talking down with the hating. Mexican Trill body. And see your boy, you know what I mean? Cameo in the video. Just a few of the cats that showing me love, man, because they see what we're doing, you know. And much respect to them, man. Much respect to them, man. And not only that, rubber bands, like we mentioned earlier. Rubber bands with my cats from Santa Fe, New Mexico. RUBBA bands, Noetic. You know what I'm saying? Look me up under all that stuff, man. And I'm gonna go ahead and give homie the information for all the social networks. So I don't be here like a fool trying to pronunciate and spell out every website I got. You know what I mean? So we'll go ahead and let him post that up. But y'all look for me, man. We're out there in the streets. We're on the guerrilla hustle, man, and we're just promoting and we're showing love to everybody that's doing the same thing, you know. And if you ain't gonna show love back, that's fine. You know, y'all can sit in y'all's little corner and do your thing, but we're gonna keep it popping. We're gonna keep it pumping. Oh, no, let me forget to mention. I almost forgot. October 14th or 15th, 16th, Loudmouth Battle League. I'm gonna be in my first official battle. So I need everybody that's working with us, man. Everybody show love. I need y'all to show up. Of course, I'm gonna start promoting that. But October 14th or the 16th, between there is my first battle. I don't know how I'm going at yet, but please believe I'm gonna be shooting shots. You know what I mean? It's my first battle, but please believe niggas gonna catch some slugs. So whoever it is, watch out, homie, because we coming.
Nice.
Salute.